Oh,
And now we have,
okay.
I think this is Moss versus Ford.
Yeah.
Moss is Dox's friend who plays Meta Knight, right?
Yeah. He's cool.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool.
Yeah, we talked about the Science Gate for like 5 minutes after the match ended. We got to stop recording. So it's fine. Did I do the money sign? I'll do the money sign.
Yeah. Ford, goddamn dollar sign.
That's correct.
So, this matchup definitely in Bowser's favor. Meta Knight does not have the tools.
Oh, wait, I have to change the names.
But yeah, Bowser is definitely way too big of a character for Meta Knight to hit. His sword basically going to be useless.
I've never seen this matchup in my life.
Yeah.
So like, it's new to me. But like, I don't know. I guess the armor would like help against the transparent hitboxes.
Yeah. That's what wins Bowser the matchup. Bowser is probably, I'd say top 3 in this game.
Why? You wild.
That's what I've been talking about, like, on Discord, like, the last few times I'm on. Like, I just want to go, like, say everything, like, exactly opposite of, like, what's true. Though I do think Bowser's armor is gonna do something for me in this matchup. Definitely doesn't win, but, like, he's got something. He always has something.
If anything, you at least take him out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so should I talk about the shit sandwich that was Sonic 06 or the whatever the hell Shadow is?
Well, you know me, I love shit sandwiches.
Yeah, so okay, at least when I played Sonic 06, Shadow's gameplay was not that bad. It was actually more enjoyable than Sonic and Silver, and that's because Sonic controlled like ass. And then when you get used to it, you still have to do the speed sections, which are like,
Oh yeah, the mock speed sections where like you basically just press left and right.
yeah,
Except sometimes he just kind of like stops moving.
yeah, and then like if you hit something, he just like break dances, and then like you get hit again and die.
He gets hit and break dances. So it looks like everything I was saying about this matchup earlier, what is being a little bit facetious, seems to all be true.
Oh yeah, but yeah, so you get Mach Speed Sonic and all that shit. He has the longest campaign, and then he kisses a human girl.
Oh, that's where I always use that phrase where I call females cephalopod faces, because that's what JonTron did when that happened in Game Grumps. He was like, "Well, Sonic, don't kiss that cephalopod." They're like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I'm probably the only one who understood it.
Anyways, yeah, so the story was pretty shit, like really shit.
Who's the edgy like
Nephilis.
Sonic? Yeah.
He's like he's based off like the devil and like I think it's like German for devil or some shit like that.
Like that sounds like it could be cool.
Yeah, like his thing is he killed Sonic and that's about it. I think only Shadow really fought him.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
And don't you fight like doesn't he like clone himself 100 times or something? And you fight like a bunch of them?
Yeah, like that part was kind of cool. But like, yeah, everything. Oh wait, another bad thing about Shadow in that game was like the vehicles were like I remember them being worse.
Oh
in
yeah.
Shadow than the Hedgehog. But at the same time, almost all instances it was optional, or at least half of them.
Oh.
It was like only when you had to like traverse water and then like destroy some pillars when you actually need to do it. There's like a motorcycle part that control like ass. I'm like, this is terrible.
Oh yeah, aren't you in like snow or something in the motorcycle part?
I think it was like when you're in the future and you're like,
Oh,
fighting.
of course.
Yeah, and I'm like, this sucks. And then like I just got off the motorcycle and I was fine. I think I was,
Oh, that was actually really sick from
Yeah.
Moss.
yeah, I got off the motorcycle. And I think I was faster, like off of the motorcycle and like outside of the cars. No, it's Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bowser's the Sonic character.
Bowser is my favorite character in Sonic 06.
Yes. I love that part where Silver threw rocks at him.
And told him how much use he could get out of the box.
Yeah. He told him to take it.
The other thing I like about Sonic 06 is like how they have the same phrase whenever you go over a power-up, and there's those sections where like Silver has to get like the telekinesis stuff so we can keep floating. He goes like, great, great, great.
God, it's like Shadow has the same problem where it's like there's only like one thing, but like you don't deal with it as much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's and then with Shadow, it's like I'm not gonna. The Shadow story is not a masterpiece by any means. They're like both terrible for their own reasons. Like Shadow's problem is like you could easily fix the story by just saying, "Hey, he's lying." Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was actually really good from Moss though,
Yeah.
considering how much experience he probably has in the matchup. He was really starting to figure it out.
Yeah, I noticed he's really good at adapting.
Yeah.